know it. Isn't
It's
it
incredible
wonderful?
with Arcadian Shores across the way. And again, not to take anything away from the Sheraton, formerly Radisson,
No, of
or the
course.
Marriott, Myrtle Beach Marriott Resort at
Yeah.
Grand Dunes. As you know, the Marriott has spent $2,750 to buy a table
know.
at this
Yes.
Saturday night's event
Well,
because they
we're
recognize
just-
the mission.
We're just lucky to have all these wonderful hotels because when people come down for something like this, they can
Right.
spend the whole week
Right.
if they want to. It's
Right.
Valentine's
It
Day.
is, absolutely. And this Saturday night is,
Yeah.
or this Saturday morning is the
Right.
marathon, the 10th
Yeah.
annual Myrtle Beach Marathon.
Exactly. Oh, it's so much going on in Myrtle Beach. And you know, as a little girl, I think back, gracious me.
You've had ties to Myrtle Beach forever, Hilda.
All my
yeah.
life. And, you know, we
Oh,
had a
50
summer
years.
home here.
Yeah.
So I grew up with the kids here and
Right.
in Wilmington.
Wow.
And I had both of the best worlds. Both of them, Myrtle Beach and Wilmington.
You did.
Yes,
Brunswick
I
and
did. Oh.
Horry counties, yeah.
New Hanover County.
I mean,
Yes.
New Hanover, that's right.
Yeah.
Excuse me, New Hanover.
I'll
Forgive
never
me.
forget
New
that.
Hanover, Brunswick, and Horry counties, yeah.
Well, I taught 1 year at New Hanover High School.
Oh, high school.
That's where I graduated.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Oh,
you and
yeah.
Michael Jordan. No, he was at another high school there.
Well, Michael Jordan, his grandfather worked for my father for years
Is that
at the
right?
Ideal Laundry and Dry Cleaners.
Is that right?
And my dad was in business with the Longlys.
Right.
You know, Longley
Longley
Supply.
Supply, of
yeah,
course,
my
sure.
dad and Mr. Longley were in business together.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah, and not only that, Buster Bryan
Right.
and
sure.
Jimmy D'Angelo.
Yes, yes.
And Hal Bellamy, because
Oh,
they're
wow.
all dead, but they were all good friends of my dad.
All here in
and,
the Myrtle Beach
and Mary
area.
Grissom went to school with Dad.
Bob
in
Grissom went to
Wilmington.
school with your
Yeah.
father? Is that
so
right?
you see, all of them were from Wilmington and came here. So
It
it's
was a great
like, yeah.
extension of the Wilmington area. You know, at that time, Horry County was in the Wilmington TV market
Oh, I
until
know.
'89. Back in
Yeah.
'54, when WECT went on the air, '53, Wilmington.
Well, it was WMFD radio and TV when we first
when
started.
you worked there, that's
Yeah.
right.
And then they separated, and one went to the radio
Right.
and one went to the TV, but it was changed to WECT.
Yes.
And I did a lot of shows on WECT.
Wow.
A lot of beauty pageants.
Oh yeah, sure. You also
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
had a column. Didn't you do a column for the
I
Star
did
News?
well.
The Teenage
David
Handler?
Brinkley was
Right.
from my hometown.
Yes.
And David was a star reporter
He was reported for the
for the Wilmington Star
which is
News.
now owned by the New York Times. Yeah, they're
Right.
in Wilmington.
And I was editor of the school paper.
Uh-huh.
And so he came out one day and talked to me, and he said, Hilda, how would you like to do a Saturday column?
He was probably hitting
You
on
know.
Hilda. Yeah, yeah.
No, he's older than
Oh,
me.
sorry,
I
yeah,
always
sure.
told him that he was much older. I was a baby.
Right.
But anyhow, he offered me that deal, and I took it. And later years, in a couple of years, when I was a senior, he was fired. Rye Page fired him.
No way.
Because he was jealous of David. Everybody loved David.
Oh yeah.
So, years later, I was in Washington on business, and I called David's office, and he said, Lord, you're in town, you're coming to the house to have dinner tonight. He sent a car for me, we had the best time, and I told him something that he had not thought about. I said, you know, David, your worst enemy that hated you, because he was jealous, I said, he did you the best favor anybody ever did, because
Right.
you'd still be there as a star reporter.
Oh yeah.
But look what he accomplished.
Oh yeah. Sure.
Oh, I was so proud of him. You know,
You're
he
right.
was a great writer.
Yeah.
And, of course, I have his book, and
Oh
he
yeah.
autographed
Sure.
it for
That he
me.
autographed. Yeah.
Wouldn't take anything in the world. And then, of course, Mickey Spillane, my great friend, he passed away last year,
I know.
and it just
It's been a
was,
tough loss. We were so thankful
Yeah.
that you and Jane together helped orchestrate getting him as a guest on Carolina People.
Oh, I
That meant a
know
lot
it.
to us at his
Yes.
at his death.
And he
apostrophe
enjoyed it,
run,
too,
and we loved
you
having
know.
him on. I think we had him for a full hour.
I know you
We had
did.
him on the internet at myrtlebeachherald.com. His interviews
Yes.
streaming around the time of his death, and that was
Oh.
a tremendous hour with a tremendous man.
Oh, it was, and
Tremendous
he
man.
has greatly been missed.
You know, I hadn't thought about that, but a week ago today, we had Mickey McCamish in here with us, the president of Myrtle Beach Golf Holiday, who was a
Right.
recipient of the Silver Crescent Award,
I do.
the highest award for
Which
volunteers. And, of
yeah.
course, now today on Valentine's Day, right in the heart of Heart Month, we've
Right.
got another recipient
recipient.
of the Silver
That was
Crescent
one of the
Award.
most wonderful things that's ever
What was that
happened
like,
to me.
Hilda, getting a big, now that's the top award
Yeah,
in the
that
state
the
of South
governor
Carolina
gives.
the governor can get to a volunteer or a
To
person.
Yes.
Right.
Well, you know, I always thought that the rich people got all the awards. I never expected nothing like that. And then, whenever it was during Beach Music Day, which I'll never forget,
Right.
I had no idea that that was going to be presented to me, that, you know,
Oh,
that
yeah?
I was even going to get it. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was a big joke. And so I was sitting in the chair, and Billy Scott
Right.
and Maurice Williams was standing on his side, and when the governor called me to get up, I couldn't get up.
Oh, yeah. That
It
was
was like I
incredible.
was grounded.
This
and
is Jim Hodges, Governor
yeah,
Hodges, which is a
so
great
they
honor.
grabbed me up by my arms and led me over. And
I remember.
just,
Yeah, we were
well,
up there.
you were there,
Yeah, Jack,
and
Linda went
you
up.
know, I was just almost without words, which is
This
very
is
often
very rare, yeah.
nothing, you know.
Even at 7 a.m., look at you here. Yeah.
I know, but I said to him, you know, I thanked him so much. I just felt so humble, but I said, you really changed my mind.
Yeah.
That I always thought the rich people got it.
Right.
And I said, and you probably just presented to the poorest woman in South Carolina. And he looked at me and he said, money's not everything.
Yeah, that's great.
And you know, he made a believer of me. It's not.
Those are good words.
It's your heart.
Right.
It's how you love other people. And I can tell you this, the more you do for other people, the more you'll get twofold back.
Yeah.
And I'm now beginning to work again with the Boys and Girls Club,
Yes, right.
which is so wonderful. And Lord, everybody help. Give money, just
That's
like
r-
you do to the Harlem
this
Association.
Saturday night's
Yeah.
event. That's exactly
Mhm.
right. It is
Oh,
what's
yeah.
in your heart. And, of course, you said it's not all about money.
No.
For
It's
this
not.
Saturday night's event, a lot of it is about money, raising funds to fight heart
That's
disease
it.
and stroke. The mission is so pure,
Oh.
you know, to make a healthier America, to work
Yeah.
hard to make a healthier America, but also to try to find a cure. And a word like
Oh, I
cure
know
is
it.
so difficult. You know, we think of the March of Dimes,
Well,
and
that's
raising
true.
funds to try to find a cure to polio, and what happened? They did.
President Roosevelt.
They
bless
did. They
his
made it
heart.
happen,
He
and so now they
cared
went after
so much.
prematurity. But for the Heart
Yeah.
Association, where you've got heart attacks and strokes
Oh, I
that
know.
impact and affect
And
so many.
especially me, because
Yeah.
I'm diabetic.
Sure.
And those people that are, they can look forward to something to happen. But as long as they know what they can do, they can save our life.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But you got to get the research for that to happen.
Yes.
And I'm hoping that if you can't come to the ball, that you will give a donation.
Make a donation, or as you said earlier, buy a ticket and give it to
Buy
a
a
friend.
ticket and give
you
it
can
to
buy a ticket
somebody.
today. Today's such a
Yeah.
perfect day, Valentine's Day.
Oh,
It's
I
a
know it.
perfect
It's
day.
a nice Valentine present.
It is. That's a great
You know?
idea. To buy it
That's
for a
right.
spouse, to buy it for a loved one, to buy it for a significant other. If you didn't already have a ticket, I'd buy you one.
I
It's a
see.
great
That's
Valentine's present. Of course,
Yeah.
626-3939 is a
39.
simple phone number. 626-3939. It all kind of looks alike. Yeah.
And also, too, just remember we're going to have a great day in Jumpstart.
Jumpstart.
It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
here again, and everybody likes them.
They do.
You
They're a
know,
crowd pleaser.
And boy, that dance floor is filled.
Going to be
to
packed.
Oh,
yeah. Jerry
packed.
Fouts and his wife, and I think his
Oh,
daughters are going to be here,
yes.
Stephanie and Sabrina.
Well, now, Jerry, to me, is the best dancer there is.
Is he a good dancer?
Oh, I
Yeah.
remember
I hope he's
when I
watching.
was younger and healthy,
Yeah.
leg-wise, I could keep up with him. But God, I look at him now and I'm just sitting there dreaming. I wished it could be me, you know.
It's amazing.
But now
Hilda.
you're out there jumping
With
around.
Jerry's wife, that's right.
Yeah,
who's was one
that's
of my
right.
instructors. That's about the only woman I can. I mean, she's
Now
such a great
see,
dancer.
she's another one that
She
has
is.
had a stroke.
That's right. She has. had a
And
stroke.
she has worked herself back up to where she is.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm so proud of her because it really hit her hard. I mean hard.
Yes.
And it's not an easy thing to to get over.
Right.
It takes long. I know myself with words sometimes, and I even have trouble now of forming a word, and I might mispronounce it. I'm thinking of the word of being, but it doesn't come out that way.
That's right.
So it leaves something on us. So
absolutely,
just give. If you can't come to the ball and join us all, and you know what, you're gonna miss seeing all these lovely girls and all these evening gowns.
Let's go back to the lovely girls. Hilda, thanks so much for being with us this morning. You've been wonderful.
Thank you.
Happy
Greg.
Valentine's Day.
And
I love being with
Valentine's
one of my sweethearts.
to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Stay tuned to more Carolina People with Hilda Merritt Carter coming up next.
Join the fight against heart disease and stroke as Understanding Corporation presents the 13th Annual Waccamaw Area Heart Ball. It's a sparkling black tie gala that features a reception, live and silent auction, and gourmet dining. Then, dance the night away with entertainment by Jumpstart. It all takes place on Saturday, February 17th in the Kensington Ballroom at Kingston Plantation. Call now to reserve your seat at the 13th Annual Waccamaw Area Heart Ball.
What a truly happy Valentine's Day. A great opportunity right in the middle of the week, right in the middle of the month, Heart Month it is, right in the heart of Heart Month. And to think about such a special day, people think, what can I do? You're only 3 or 4 days away from an event. You heard Hilda say it. You can make a donation. You can call 626-3939. Say, I want to make a donation. I can't be there this Saturday. You can even possibly buy a ticket. If you can get a nice gown out, get your tuxedo out, make a difference. But call that number, 626-3939. Remember about the mission. It's very simple. Fighting the #1 and #3 killer. Make a difference. Pick up the phone. Call 626-3939.